In this part of the program, we'll see how a questionnaire is designed. The very first step in designing a questionnaire is to arrive at the content of the questionnaire, and that would require stating the study purpose, breaking the purpose into research questions, breaking down the research questions into the criterion questions, and for each criterion questions, items or questions need to be prepared. Let's take an example. If the researcher is interested in studying the degree of utilization of various resources in technical institutions, then the four different resources are utilized in any technical institution. So the first research question may be, what is the extent of utilization of physical resources in technical institutions? Another may be, what is the extent of utilization of human resources in technical institution? The third question may be, what is the extent of utilization of information resources? And fourth may be, what is the extent of utilization of financial resources in technical institutes? Let's break down the very first research question into criterion questions. As far as the physical resources are concerned, the researcher may be interested in determining the extent of utilization of classrooms, laboratories, workshops, and so on. So let's take up the very first criterion question, that is, what is the extent of utilization of classrooms in technical institutes? Now here the researcher needs to answer this question by collecting data or information related to the number of classrooms that exist in the technical institution, the number of the classes held in each classroom per day, and the number of days the classroom is used per semester or year. So you can see, stating the purpose of study, breaking down the purpose into research questions, and further breaking down the research questions into criterion questions will enable the researcher to arrive at the specific questions which can be asked to the respondents. The types of questions which can be included in a questionnaire can be dichotomous response type, where the respondent has two alternatives available and he or she has to select one. For example, is the classroom utilized for teaching learning? Yes, no. Are the faculty members competent to teach diploma level students? Yes, no. There could be multiple choice type questions. For example, how many classrooms do you have in the institute? And the four alternatives include 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, and 15 to 20. There could be multiple response type questions, and for example, which of the committees exist in your institution? Purchase committee, disciplinary committee, grievance redressal committee, staff welfare committee, and academic committee. So the responses here may not be one, but number of committees may exist in an institution. There can be rating scale type questions or items. For example, rate the teacher of your department on teaching effectiveness on a 5-point scale, that is excellent, very good, good, satisfactory, and poor. And below you find 10 teachers of the department are enlisted, and against each teacher, the respondent is required to give a rating of excellent, very good, good, satisfactory, or poor. There can be ranking type items. Rank the teacher of your department on teaching effectiveness by assigning rank 1 to the most effective and 10 to the least effective. And again, the names of 10 faculty members are enlisted and the rank is left. The person has to assign ranks based upon the teaching effectiveness. There can be forced choice questions where one particular item consists of two statements and the respondent is forced to select the one which is most desirable or which is most applicable. For example, if you're trying to identify the qualities of effective teacher, maybe these two items are given and the person has to make a choice between the two, 1A and 1B. That is, effective teachers have mastery over the subject matter. Effective teachers are punctual to the class. So which one is more important? The person has to put a tick mark. There can be open-ended questions in the questionnaire. For example, you are interested in identifying the problems faced by the teachers in teaching. So you can have state any 5 problems you faced during teaching. So you can include variety of items or questions in the questionnaire and gather the relevant data and the information. While you are planning to write questions or items, you must be sure that whatever questions you include, they are brief, simple, clear, and they contain one idea. Grammatically, they are correct. They use familiar words and avoid the use of the concept words. They are the direct questions and you need to avoid double negatives. Organization of the questionnaire follows a definite pattern and the researcher must try to provide clear-cut instructions in the beginning of the questionnaire to facilitate the process of filling in the questionnaire. The directions in the questionnaire need to be brief, complete, and specific. And many a times, if you have divided the questionnaire in various sections, then section-wise instructions may be provided, or if you are including different types of questions and items, similar nature of items can be grouped together and instructions can be provided in the various sections. Ordering of item need to be paid attention to. You can follow a logical framework where one item leads to another item, or you can follow a time sequence and as per the activities as they occur, you can include the items and you can answer the research questions, or you can keep the research questions in mind and organize the items which relate to one particular question, then to the next question, then to the third question. The ordering of items or question facilitate the process of filling in the questionnaire, and if you are ordering or sequencing the items as per the response pattern, it provides facility to the respondent. The layout of the questionnaire should be such that it is appealing, it is easy to read, it gets the attention of the respondent, and the respondent feels like filling in the questionnaire. It should not be overloaded and it should contain appropriate number of questions on one page. So these are some of the considerations which need to be taken into account while planning and organizing the questionnaire.